Hey guys, Proselytes here. We're going to take a shot at getting started with an Empyrion Alpha 7 experimental on Omicron. Uh, I was having trouble with my recording software previously, and so we'll see if it works this time. If it doesn't, then I'm going to give up. But we're going to go new game. I'm going to call this Alpha 7 Experimental Season 1. This says name exists. We're going to overwrite it. We're going to use... Oh, wait a minute. Alright. I'm going to call it Season 1A, I guess. We're going to do this on Omicron. And we're going to start with 8675309 from the old song. I cannot remember the name of the song. But that's the seed we're going to use. And I'll show you my difficulty settings. It's custom. Start equipment medium, player progression normal, degradation speed slow, temperature normal, amount of ore deposit per deposit is rich, but there's a normal number of them. Overall drone presence is high, drone base attack hard, rate of NPC spawn high, enemy difficulty hard. I have constructor and blueprint speed set to fast, and auto miner depletion is on. This is set to fast mainly to help speed up things for YouTube. And that's pretty much it. Messed around on this seed a couple times trying to get the recording software to work. We'll see if we have some luck with it. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to come down on Omicron above the old farm. There really aren't a lot of deposits around this area. So I'm going to be trying to collect ore from stones and level up by collecting seeds and plants and whatnot. There's the old farm there. The lake's up that way, which we will wind up going to in order to try to get some promethium. There is a promethium deposit up to the west of here, but in order to get to that promethium deposit, you have to fight a couple of drones, and I am not equipped to fight a couple of drones. I need to find promethium in the lake in order to make some ammunition. I need to make an assault rifle and make some ammunition. Alright, so for those of you who are new to the game, first thing we want to do is grab stuff out of our escape pod. Put that here. We've got a few things. Put my survival constructor down here. I'm going to load up both my weapon and my drill. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that those are loaded. I'm not going to run that much because on Omicron, running will make you use up your oxygen faster. And I don't want to do that. I do want to gather as many things like this as I can. And that was, what was that? Oh, an alien thorn. Okay. I don't really care what it is at this point. I just want the experience points for picking it up. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab that. Get some aloe vera. I'm going to grab this cactus, which you can eat. I'm going to grab this alien thorn. And boom, I'm up to level 2. Alright, so now, let me check this out here. Make sure my jetpack is on. Some corn over here. I'm going to grab that. Again, I'm mainly doing that in order to just get experience points. I'm going to reload up my drill. That's one I already got, right? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get the ores out of these rocks, if there are any, hopefully. Yeah, a little bit of iron. Good. We're going to try to point up as much as possible by gathering materials like this cactus and any other stuff that we come across that works. It's the quickest way to level up is by just gathering stuff. That's not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do at all. Alright, we'll find some more rock over here. I believe these are something we can grab as well. Alright, I'll grab this Or here. No, not really any. Okay. That's the old farm over that way. Alright, I'm going to go this way, grab some ores out of the rocks. I'm going to go there. I'm going to make my way. Actually, maybe I'll go over here, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then back to the old farm that way before we head to the lake to try to find some promethium stone in the lake. You need promethium and steel plates in order to make ammunition in Alpha 7. Promethium is your propellant and kind of became what magnesium used to be as far as propellant goes. So, got me some copper and iron, that's good. Getting a little bit of experience from mining, but you get more experience from picking up stuff. And in here we'll be able to find some stuff to pick up. This is eggplant parts, aloe vera. There's some kava over there. We'll grab that. And pretty quick here, we'll actually hit level, I think 3 or whatever. Let's take a look here. We're at level 2 now. We're rapidly moving up to level 3. Okay, grab that. More stuff up here. Grab some more corn. Grab these cobra leaves. Okay. Keep going down here. Hopefully. I can't tell if I'm getting much resources out of these. Usually wind up getting a fair amount. Okay, there's some silicon. Yeah, I got 41 silicon. I guess we're doing alright. Shouldn't be too long here. We'll level up to level 3. And let's see, where's the old farm? That way. Alright. Let me grab the rest of this stuff over here. I see more eggplant parts that I can grab. And some cobra leaves. Almost up to level 3. Once I hit level 3, that's gonna let me I'm gonna spend some points once I hit level 3. And those guys, once I hit level 5, I can make a mining vessel. A hover vessel called the Fast XP Hover Mark II. It doesn't take very much. 122 iron, 100 copper, 73 silicon. You spawn that and you use your harvester to grind through those dudes, and it will level me up pretty quick. But I have to survive in order to make that happen. I want to head over there, but I'm going to grab these resources. Should have a decent amount of copper, iron, and silicon by the time we get done with this stuff. And you know, it's kind of hot right now, 102 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. And yeah, this over here I'll hit level 3 pretty quick, just by grabbing plants. And yeah, I'll spend those points. I want to make sure I'm able to make an assault rifle. There we go, level 3 reached. So I'm going to hit F3 to get to my tech tree. Select both the shotgun. Oops, I didn't press it, did I? The shotgun and the assault rifle. And for the base, let's see, I want to make sure I make the cannon turret. And that way we can make what we need in order to defend our base. A cannon turret that'll be able to defend our base. All the materials we're gathering here should be more than enough. I'm going to hit F5 and actually use my drone to gather some of this stuff so I don't burn through quite as much oxygen. I may not have been in the best location for that. We got some cobalt out of it. Alright, that's good. Go this way. Keep gathering these materials. Alright. The goal here is to just point up as much as possible while gathering resources. And we should be getting some stone as well. Yeah, we get a little bit of stone in order to be able to have some concrete blocks to use to make our base. Some kava, few of these different things. That's going to help a lot. All right. And there's so many of those guys around that we'll totally be able to level up really quick once we have that hover vessel. It's gonna be, that part's gonna be pretty awesome. It'll go pretty fast. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure I keep myself, you know, reasonably close to the old farm. Is that because I'm gonna need to put down my. How close are we to level 4? Getting there pretty quick. All right. I'm going to want to put down the oxygen, the emergency oxygen generator in order to, you know, get some emergency oxygen generated. Because I'm going to run through this pretty quick. I keep saying that I don't want to run on Omicron, but it's impossible to not run. It's just such a reflex. Alright, now let's see. Where is, oops, hit M. Alright. And there's not much between here and the old farm now. Okay. That's right. I want to try to hit these things. Did I already go to those? Seriously? Yeah, I think I did. Is that where it just came from? No. Alright. Alright, well maybe we'll get leveled up again in here. Alright. I'm just going to do what I can to make sure that I'm leveling up as quickly as possible. Are there oranges here too? Oranges are great for turning into biofuel because their perish time isn't all that long if I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't think there are any oranges on these trees. Not right here. Alright, we're getting close. A few more of these things. Alright, we should be able to level up. There we go, level 4 reached. Okay, now, go to my tech tree again. I want to make an oxygen generator for sure. Tools, I need to make a multi-tool. I need to make an ore scanner. And we go back to miscellaneous. I can't get any more weapons just yet until level 5. Nothing I'm going to go ahead and do the oxygen station for the base because that's just more efficient that way. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the armor locker and the ventilator. Okay, that's good enough for now. Alright. Now normally I don't, I typically tend to try to avoid staying or making my initial, base sort of in the prefab that you spawn in. But man, this Omicron start is pretty hard. So I'm going to gather more of these rocks. And I'm going to go back to the old farm. Oh, I need to take some oxygen. And then purely oxygen is going to drive me back to the old farm. But I want to make sure I have enough resources here that I'll be able to spin up some concrete and have enough resources to make an advanced generator. It's going to take a little longer, I think, to level up to level 5. Oops. Dang it. Yeah, well, not too bad, but still, it will take a little longer. It takes more points, obviously, to level up to each one, and when you only get 100 points out of each plant. I mean, I could try to kill some of these guys, but I'm not really down for combat just yet. I'm a guest here on their planet, so I should probably kind of try to play it cool for the time being. So I've espoused my philosophy a few times already on recordings that didn't work. So I'm going to pause the game here and check to make sure that the recording is working, and I will be right back. Alright, cool. Looks like the recording is chugging along. So it's still working. Let me keep heading towards the old farm. So again, talking about the philosophy of my play style, I suppose. I am a lawyer by trade. I am not an engineer. I am not an architect. I don't do well at constructing cool looking stuff from cubes. I think that is the point. That's the reason why they have the factory. And so I use the factory. So I know some people don't like to use the factory. They only want to play, and build their own stuff, and that's totally cool if that's your thing. It's not my thing. I know, for example, Z-Lot doesn't use the factory much. He uses it with his own designs, which is, that's cool. Lift Pizzas, or Lift All the Pizzas, I can't remember which is his actual name, but anyway, he does not use the factory at all, and that's cool. They're better at designing stuff than me, and whatever salts your popcorn is, that's the beauty of this game. Ultimately, is you can play it however you want to play it. I like to use really cool stuff that other people have made. Sometimes I take a little twist on it, and I'll make some modifications to fit how I want to play or how I want to use that particular piece of equipment, and make it work for me. And like I said, that's part of the fun of Empyrion, is you can play it however you want. I sort of wish that they would come up with a factory that was literally a factory that you had to build, and that a certain size factory would allow you to build a certain size capital vessel, for example, or a certain size small vessel. Yeah, it's just a thought. And that way you had to literally take materials to the factory and deposit the materials into the factory. You had to physically go there instead of just going to an imaginary factory. So I mean, I get that to an extent it's sort of cheeseball in that respect, and that's fine. But man, I need to go back and make some oxygen fast, because I am literally out of oxygen. Alright, almost back to the old farm. So anyway, I use the factory, and I use blueprints. I think there are some really cool, really amazing designs out there, and why should I not be able to use those things? That's the whole point of having blueprints and having a factory. So that's just my perspective on it. Again, if you don't want to play that way, then you don't have to. And I can respect that. Totally cool. Okay, so let me get this going a little bit. And get that spinning up just a tad. Get a little bit of that going. Get a little bit of that going. Get a little bit of that going. Let me put that in there and get some oxygen bottles. Oxygenating or whatever. In fact, I'm going to put one more of those in there. And then what I want to get going is the components. So that's going to make enough. Well, you know what? I'm going to make maybe 10 more of each of these, and that should be plenty. Make 10 of those, 10 of those, 10 of those. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. I'm going to make some steel plates. Got to make steel plates before we can make those things. Make some of those. And make sure that enough of those are put together, and then kind of like to make a motorcycle, but I could live without it for right now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the lake area over here and remove that on approach. I guess I need to put the old farm as a waypoint, make that my house. Nope, I don't want to remove it on approach. Hit accept, and that way I could head there for the go to the lake. The sun is going down, and I'm going to need oxygen if I'm going to go get in the lake. So I really can't do what I was sort of planning on doing. I don't really care if the sun goes down when I do this, but that's fine. I'll be back. Here's what I'm going to do, guys. This is spinning up some stuff that's important. Basically some components for us, which is great. That's working. I'm going to go put some fuel in here. When I hit manage, not fill all, because if you hit fill all, it's going to dump all of your biofuel in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of those in there. So I got only 5, but that's okay. I can live with that. Turn this on, and I'm going to put some of this stuff in the fridge. I'm just going to go ahead and put it all in here, even though, you know, a lot of it doesn't have to be preserved. I'm going to eat all this cactus stuff. Eat some more food. Why did I put, oh, buy more oxygen. Awesome, good. Needed that. Should have remembered. Yeah, I don't really need the chainsaw for now. So that's going to work. That's pretty awesome. This is doing its thing. It's going to help a lot. I do kind of want a motorbike so I don't use all the oxygen running over there. It's going to take a little while though. I'll be back once I have the motorbike spun up and some more of the components together. I will return shortly. Hey guys, I'm back. Things are still kind of spinning up in the old survival constructor over there and making more oxygen. I thought I'd use my drone. I made up one of the things that the survival constructor is making right now is a bunch of concrete blocks, and so I am currently just making a little bit of a platform. It's also going to make me a large constructor, and one of the things I want to do is be able to make a spot to put a cannon turret, and that's going to be at a higher elevation, so I'm going to make a cannon turret here. I'll probably wind up making 2 of these high spots. Like I said, I don't usually like to try to use the prefab base as, you know, kind of a starter. It's going to probably fritz out on me here, but I'm going to do it here just because Omicron is so dang hard. I mean, it really is. It's kind of a tough spot. I'm just going to wander this out here a little ways and go back this direction so it won't die quite as easily. And I'm not going to go up as high with this one, but I'm going to make the same kind of platform because that will give me, I know. That will give me enough space to put a cannon turret, one on that one and one on this one, and we'll be a lot safer. Okay, and so yeah, there's my platform up there. We'll make some lights at some point to put up there as well. Alright, so it's making some of the components that I've got spinning up. You can see, oh, hang on, I gotta make more nanotubes, looks like. Make 10 more nanotubes. And we'll make some motors. And I can make that. Make the motorbike thing. Go back here. Make motorbike. There. Hopefully we should be able to have all that stuff ready to go. Yeah, we need a couple computers. Some mechanical components will be constructed by then. And we'll have enough motors. Yeah, we should be good. Alright. See what I've got in the way of oxygen. Not doing too bad on that. Alright. So anyway, let me double check my tech tree. Yeah, okay. Still level 4. Once I get to level 5, be able to unlock some of this stuff. I need the large constructor in order to make this ore scanner. And I think there's enough room on this for me to go ahead and put the advanced constructor when it's done, and this will kind of become my main platform here. I don't plan on, I mean, I will spawn in a base that I want that's separate and apart from this, but I don't want to do that just yet. Oh, that's right. That worked out okay. Alright, so this is going to go reasonably quickly, and then I'll be able to zip over to the lake. So I will bring you back when that stuff is spun up and I'm ready to go to the lake. Alright, and just finished the bike. I'm going to put that down. And run over to the lake. That keeps spinning up what it's spinning up, and we're going to try to find some promethium. Promethium's going to allow us to make ammunition, and the ammunition will allow us to get to a promethium deposit. And once we have secured the promethium deposit, we will be in a much better position. Yeah, Okay, coming to the lake. We still have this kind of grace period where we don't have a bunch of critters. Okay. I'm going to Control F. Control F, pick that up. I don't want to go near the spaceport where I will die. Kind of what I want to do is go a little bit this way, away from the spaceport. So I'm just going to plop a new marker down there. And we're going to do some swimming. My light on. Eventually it'll deepen, I hope. Let's see. Okay. I'm still just walking. Yeah, okay. I need to go more that direction. And that'll get me into deeper water. And hopefully we can find some promethium. Is that spaceport again? Yeah, okay. Don't want to get shot at by the spaceport. I did pick up my bike, right? Yes. Okay. Alright. And hopefully we're going to have enough oxygen. I just want to try to grab a couple of pieces of promethium stone. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going towards this new marker here. And if I can get some promethium stone, we'll get some promethium pellets out of it, and we need that to make our ammunition. So that's what we're after. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, okay. Man, not seeing much. Okay. Keep my eyes peeled a little more astutely here, and hopefully we'll stumble across some. Keep an eye on my oxygen, because I don't want to run out of oxygen and die. Usually you start to see rocks, more rocks, once you're in an area where you're going to get promethium, and you could mine some rocks underwater to get some more materials if you needed to. But all I'm after right now is just the promethium stone. That's what I need. That's the plan. And hopefully the emergency oxygen generator is back there turning out some more oxygen bottles for me. I can't wait until I can make an oxygen generator and actually have an oxygen station. That will be very useful. Okay, I think we're getting into water now that'll be a bit more likely to have what we're after. I think. Gotta find that promethium. Seaweed I'll grab too, as long as we're here, if I see it. Because you can turn that into biofuel pretty readily. You gotta convert your seaweed into spoiled food, and then your spoiled food gets converted into, every two spoiled food you get a biofuel, and you get one spoiled food per seaweed. I think when you pick seaweed, you get 2. I'm not positive. We'll see. That is, if I ever see any. Let's see. Maybe I'm just sticking too close to... No? I'm not too close to shore. That's for sure. What is going on? Why am I not seeing anything here? Come on, yo. Give me something that I can use here. Do I just have to go deeper? Is that the idea? Alright. Get rid of the new marker. I guess I'm gonna go into deeper water. I do want to keep an eye on my oxygen though, because I don't want it to get too crazy. Alright, so there's a rock. So yeah, okay, we're getting more into an area that is workable here. Alright, there's a rock, more rocks. I'm not even going to try to use my drill on those rocks though, because I think it uses more oxygen. I don't actually care too much about the rocks. What I want is over here, I think, oh, that's seaweed. Okay, well, I'll grab the seaweed. That's fine. But what I really want is some promethium stone. Which I am hopeful we will spot soon. I may as well grab the promethium while I'm here. No sense in not doing it. And that'll help me level up. Grab seaweed and whatnot. Alien thorn and the like. But man, I want... Oh, wait a minute. I think that's promethium stone right there. It is. Yes. Okay, good. That's going to help. That is going to help a lot. Alright. How's my oxygen? Alright. Gotta be careful of that, because I am kind of... Oh, it's not promethium stone. That's pentaxid. Oh! I think that's promethium stone. Yes. Okay, good. Alright. Use a lot more oxygen when you're carrying something like this around. Alright, that got me 8. That's not bad. It's not, you know, it's not the best in the world, but it's not bad. I'm going to go out this way a little bit further. I don't want to go too close to where the stinking spaceport is, that's for sure. Where is that? Am I going towards it? Yeah, well, I would be if I go too much further. But I won't go too much further. If I could just get a couple more promethium stone, I would be pretty happy. Oh, there's one. Okay, excellent. I'm going to grab that and kind of make my way back, I think, because I don't want to suffocate. And I'm kind of way the hell out here. Alright, so let me look at the map here. Yeah, you know, spaceport. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to delete that. And yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and head back towards the old farm. But I'm going to go this way and grab some more seaweed and promethium stone if I spot any. This will work. I'm not going to bother grabbing that pentaxid, frankly. I mean, I could, I guess, but it's... I'm going to go to the... you can find pentaxid deposits on the moon. Enough, anyway. Oh, and there's some more promethium. Excellent. You can find enough pentaxid deposits on the moon to get you going. That'll get you to Skillin and Ningus. And, okay. Drill that up. Very cool. All right. So I'm getting, oops, spaceport. Is that, or is that a drone? That's a drone, isn't it? What are you doing? Oh, that's a drone at the spaceport. Okay. So I'm going to go this way and leave that guy all to his own devices. Hint, find something to eat. Thanks. And might as well grab more seaweed. You can make seaweed snacks too if it comes down to it, but I've got a few things I can eat yet. I'm not too worried about that. How am I doing? Oh, I'm almost at level 5. Excellent. So I think where I'm going to end this at, guys, is, there we go, I'm level 5. I'm going to get back to the base. I'm going to spawn in the that hover vessel that I want to use to level up. And then next episode, we'll spend some time grinding critters to help level ourselves up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head back, spend these points, and I will see you guys in the next episode. If you have enjoyed what you've watched, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe. I love this game. This game's awesome. It's a lot of fun. And I try to play in a way that hopefully is somewhat instructional. Constructive criticism, of course, is always appreciated. And thanks for watching.